Alright, y'all, back to the video. Today's gonna be another shifting story. This one was submitted by Germany on Discord. It's gonna take a long time, so get, like I said for the last video, the last shifting, like the last one before the last one, whatever one it was, get your little popcorn, get your little drinks, get your little, your little whatever you need to do, because it's gonna be a longie. It's gonna be a long one. So let's get started. So my OC is Makoni Nakamura. I want it to be a bit extra, so I made her backstory that I keep in notes, and I'm just going to copy and paste it here. Backstory: when I was a kid, I developed what you had called a mutation quirk. This means that your quirk was nothing related to your parents, and it just came out of nowhere. Though it was rare, it was never impossible, and Makoni ended up with it. Makoni's father was a founder of a multi-billion... Damn! Okay, so this girl got coins! Multi-billion-dollar company. Everything was great with her family until her father, a victim of a fire that took place 8 years ago, when Makoni was only 7 years old. They still got money though. Let me stop. Anyways, take your kids to work day, and some low-life thugs wanted to make a name for themselves, so they set her father's company building ablaze. Her father's main priority was to save her, and while running to the exit part of the ceiling that was on fire started falling. Oh! And if we both went, it would automatically fall. So he threw Makoni. So he threw Makoni to the exit, told her to run, and screamed and pleaded for him to hurry before the ceiling collapsed on him. But he yelled at her to go. Tears ran out in tears as she ran out the building. As soon as she exited, the building exploded, killing her father. After her father's company building, there was a typing limit. Oh, okay. There was a typing limit. No, we not gonna breeze past that whole ass anime trope backstory. We ain't gonna breeze past that, honey. After her father's building was rebuilt, her mother took over and they upped security. Her and her mother grew distant after that because deep down they both knew she blamed her mother for her father's death. Her mother was always traveling the world, keeping the business, so Makoni had to grow up early to take care of herself, and her mother sending $300K for monthly allowance? Girl.
Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
This ain't even that Momo shit. This that Momo shit times 5,000, honey. Like, why you had to, not you just making yourself richer than Momo, Todoroki, and Ida combined. Not on my watch. No, come on, don't do that, baby. Come on, please. 300K, she wanted to send more if needed. There ain't no way. She'll send more if needed. But all she wanted was for her mother to love her and not to be so lonely. She was always in a gigantic mansion alone. Makoni never blamed herself for his death, though. She saw it as a hero's sacrifice, and since that day she wanted to become just like her father, saving someone even if that meant risking her own life. She became pretty lonely after the first 2 years in middle school because she realized her friends were only hanging out with her because of the benefits: free phones, laptop, shopping sprees, etc. Right! Like 300K for allowance? Are you kidding me? I would be hanging out with her too, to be honest. Let's just keep it up. Let's keep it up here. I'm not gonna lie. Let me stop, because I need to get over this. Because they only ever wanted to hang out with her if she was paying or something. This gave her trust issues, so she decided to just be a loner for the rest of middle school years. When high school came around, UA, she decided she was going to make a new name for herself. She wanted the world to know Makoni, not Nakamura. She just told everyone to call her Makoni in high school, so she wouldn't be known for her family. Period! Okay, I see you, Germany! Okay! Let me find out you a whole ass anime writer, because this seems like a very much anime backstory. My backstory not even all of that, honestly. To be honest, it's like, let me find out you finna write an anime low key. Now to the shifting story. Makoni has a quirk called Lightning and Dark. Basically, she can control any light power and dark power or magic. So when I first shifted, after seeing your story and others, I decided that I was going to script to shift in front of UA doors. That way I won't go in full panic mode in front of everyone in class. After calming myself, I started walking inside the school, big as hell. Like I said, you weren't kidding. When you said UA was bigger, you said UA is bigger than it looks, because tell me why. Because tell me why I ended up in third year general studies class. I ended up meeting this dude named Yusuke, I don't know, in general studies, who helped me get to the principal's office where I was supposed to be getting my schedule and crap. So just so I wouldn't make anybody confused or suspicious on why a random girl joined UA in the middle of the year, I first attended Sugetsu High. If you don't remember the school, it's a school that dude who hates Todoroki. Oh yeah, where Kami and them from. So that I can't pronounce it. I'm bad at reading some like names and stuff. But that school where what's his name? The tornado dude and Kami attended. That school right there. Kami attended, and during the exams, I always saw how good I was, and out of curiosity, that's why I haven't applied for UA, because surely with my talent, I would have gotten in. Okay, purr. So pretty much she said like, let me try to explain this. Pretty much, because I know the way I read it might be confusing. So pretty much she said that she made her backstory be like, the reason that she's randomly in UA in the middle of the year is that Aizawa saw her at like the festival and asked her like, why aren't you in UA? You should apply or whatever. And she pretty much transferred schools. So I simply told him that I was in Paris studying abroad, which was true because my mother put me in all-girls academy in Paris for all my middle school years, so I just recently moved back to Japan. He told me that if I wanted to, he could talk it up with the principal and see if I could try to apply there to his class, but it warned me that my tryout exam would be harder than the ones the other hero courses kids had to go through, because I would be joining in the middle of the year. It's like joining Harvard in the middle of the year, almost impossible. Okay, purr. Okay, that is right. Cause I just thought about that. Yeah, it probably would be harder because it's like you have to prove yourself more because you came in late. They also said that they would have to run a background check on me due to all the recent attacks on UA, you know, to make sure I'm not a villain or anything. I agreed because I had nothing else to hide. Fast forward, I got in. I was walking with Principal Nezu to the hall, class 1A. Once we got inside the classroom, all eyes was on me. My character is dark skin. My character is dark skin, but on the verge of being light skin. My actual skin tone Iroh. And her eyes are orange with black curly hair and with two strands of blonde in the front. So the class was confused, but Aizawa never told them that someone would be visiting the class. They thought I was a guest or something, you know. The people randomly come in to speak at your school. Until one of them, Kirishima, noticed me and said, wait a minute, period, not you getting recognized. And then he called my name. Period. It would be Kirishima though. Kirishima noticed me and said, wait a minute, that's Makani? Hold on, Makani Nakamura. The one whose family owns Murora? I'm sorry, I'm butchering this stuff, but I'm sorry. Her family business is basically like Apple, sells phones, laptop, etc. Everyone then started murmuring to each other because at that point they completely thought it was a guest speaker. After hearing this, Ida rushed over to me, chopping his hands and saying, apologies to my classmates. I'm Tenya Ida. I'm Tenya Ida. Class rep, I shall quiet them down so you can speak. I would love to hear what you have to say. Period. Ida someone with these girls in the shape so you can say what you need to say, and that's on everything. I tried to speak up and tell them that I'm not a guest speaker, but a student, but Aizawa did it for me and told Ida to sit down. After Aizawa explained I'm a transfer student from Shiketetsu, Ida looked embarrassed and sat down apologizing for assuming. Mina was like, Mr. Aizawa, why didn't you tell the class new student would be coming today? And Mineta joined in and said, especially if she's a chick. No, ma'am! No, ma'am! Okay, hold on. Especially if she's a chick. But then he got wrapped in Aizawa's scarf, wanting him to be respectful. Denki just stood and shouted, how do we know she's not a villain or something? This is kind of unsafe to let someone in, especially during these times. After that, everyone started giving me weird stares while muttering to themselves. At the moment, I wanted to rock Denki's shit because now everyone was gonna be kind of hesitant to talk to me. Aizawa told him and everyone about the background check and stuff, and everyone settled down because I was still getting stares from people like Todoroki, Midoriya, Uraraka, and Ida. Basically the whole damn Deku squad except Sue thought I was sus. I talked to Momo because I already knew her because, you know, both our families are rich and we saw each other at business events in the past. Okay, right, that's what I'm saying. Because I want to know whose family got more money, though. That's the real question. Who family, just you can keep it a buck with me, baby. Like, who family got more money? And how the fuck is Momo, like, let me stop. We don't need to know all that. We don't need to know all that. That's none of our business. That, you know what? Broke people need to stay out of rich people's business. Because me and my DR, I'm definitely broke. No parents. Orphan. Let me stop. Let me get it to Eddie. But when lunchtime came, she kind of ditched me for other girls, which is kind of rude, not gonna lie. All the girls went back to lunch together and didn't invite me, which kind of pissed me off. But then Bakugo came over and invited me to come sit with them, Kirishima, Kaminari, and Sero. And by inviting, I mean he told me I was sitting with them. Let me stop, because I was finna say something out of pocket, child. Invited me, told me I was sitting with them. When we sat down, I told them thank you, but he just responded with, don't thank me. It was just annoying to see you looking like a lost, sad puppy. Bakugo, this has to stop. You can't be treating people like this, bro. I laughed at that and stared and started talking with all the boys. Sero and Kirishima were cool, but I was mainly talking with them when we were on the subject. The only ones I was talking with on who was Bakugo and Kaminari. After lunch, we went to the other classes, and I mainly just stuck with Bakugo and Kaminari. Yeah, Kaminari the whole day. Sero, Kirishima, and Mina would tag along, but for the most part, it was just me, Bakugo, and Kaminari. By the way, the thing you said about Midnight was so true. She just kept hitting. Right! I knew I was not the only one. Because I was like, maybe she just liked this in my view. Like, maybe she just liked this. Maybe it was her day. I don't know. But, like, yeah, like, Midnight was so true. She kept hitting on all the boys. Like, they were visibly uncomfortable except for Kaminari. If anything, he was glad, LOL. And the whole vibes in the classroom just fell off. It just fell off from the other ones. I wanted to sock President Mike in the throat because he kept yelling, and we ain't gonna get on that. After school, we did the whole villains versus hero thing, except this time both sides just had to handcuff each other, and it was me, Kaminari versus. Hold on, it was me and Kaminari versus Kirishima and Midoriya. Period. Okay, let's see who won. Me and Kaminari were the villains, and the other group was the heroes. I scripted that I was a pro hero. Oh, I was a pro at using my quirk, so I wouldn't get my ass beat, and I would be super flexible, so I just bounced off walls, and every time someone tried to attack me, I just ended up going face to face with Deku and winning in under 3 minutes, because dude was underestimating me, but it ended up being a tie because I won against Deku and handcuffed that motherfucker. I'm so embarrassed. Everybody else doing decently well against these people when I fucking lost. Fair and square. And I was proud too because he was being annoying and cocky, thinking he could win against me just because he was at UA longer and I was at Shiketsu. Like, boy, the only reason I was at Shiketsu was because I was too late to apply. Anyways, Kirishima won against Kaminari because he kept going unbreakable every time Kaminari tried to electrocute him, and eventually he just went dumb. But anyways, after the whole event, we went back to the dorm to eat dinner, and Bakugo cooked for the whole class. And let me tell you, this man has got to be related to some black people because the seasoning was kicking. Okay, purr. Bakugo light skin, them headcanons are true purr. Because that fool was kicking. I sat beside Bakugo and we talked about the course. And we talked, of course, with his occasional threats and saying how he was gonna be #1 and all that. If you can't tell, my love interest is Bakugo and my best friend is Kaminari. Okay, purr, I see you. I see you. So after dinner, I went to bed and woke up in my CR due to my mom waking me up because I had to go to my grandma's house. But I was mad because I only got to spend 2 days there. And I specifically did it on the weekend so I could spend up to a month there. But yeah, that was my story. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting. There was a lot of words. Also, side note, Momo was the type of girl to act different. Bro, not Momo being a pick-me, please. Momo was the type of girl who was acting different around guys, was trying to put Momo and Jiro down in front of Todoroki. I mean, Uraraka, she's trying to put Uraraka and Jiro down in front of Todoroki and Ida, like.
Told that bitch, listen, no, you can't kiss me. I hit that thing once and then just to the finish. Told that bitch, turn around, look on the good. I got these girls and they fighting all up in line and they screaming. I like pick me, like pick me, pick me, like pick me, like pick me, like pick me.
I was very surprised. She was very two-faced, and I didn't even script that. I don't know why she's very fake. I learned that when she ditched me from the girls. Freak Pomo. Add Discords on Discord. I'm in Chris Oxy server. You should join. Aw, bro, it's gone now. That's so. Oh my goodness. But yeah, y'all. Bro, there was so much to dissect in that story. I'm just, from Bakugo being able to cook, from that little comment Mineta made, from you being rich as hell, from Momo, I knew there was something up with Momo. I knew she was getting a little too smart with me. I knew she was getting a little too, talky with me whenever I went. I don't know what the fuck was up with her. Quite frankly, like, bro. That story was so fucking good. It was long, but I'm so glad I decided to finally read it now. Bro, I'm so, bro. I'm about to go reread that because I need to go in there and get it. But yeah, y'all, that was Germany's Shipping Story. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably have these videos posted by later on tonight, probably early in the morning tomorrow. But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, period. Yeah, but send me any of your shifting stories if you want me to read your shifting story. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and bye.